So, welcome to Occultists Anonymous episode 53, brought to you by the Onyx Path, Roll20, and viewers like you. Thank you guys again.
Sponsored by,
yes. Not spotlighted. Oh, Roll20 spot. Whatever.
It's Roll20 Presents is the thing we are not.
We are not presented by Roll20. We are, however, sponsored by. We are not an official show. They just like us. We like that. So yes, thank you very much to our folks in chat, both on Twitch and Discord and YouTube comments, I guess technically. Maybe one day we'll do the YouTube premiere and chat there too. I would love to do that one time. But yes, special thank you to our Patreon supporters who put money into our coffers to do upgrades and buy plane tickets and literally pay the players, which is kind of cool. So if you like what we're doing, that is probably the best, easiest way to support us. And then, specific shout out to, as soon as the list Ryan, Claire, Thomas, Schmitty, James. Say that so
James.
Say that, yeah, okay. You all heard it too, okay. Samuel, Perry, Brandon, Josh, Michael, Danny, Nova, Puppeteer, Giovanni, Cat Feathers, Alexander. Thank you guys so much. Can you tell who the new patron is? Because they're the one I stumble over. Thank you, Puppeteer, who had to go to work. But he was up at 9 a.m. to watch us on Saturday morning, like Saturday morning cartoons. Thanks, bud. We appreciate it. And then, thank you guys for, if you are engaging with us and hanging out with us and sharing this stuff, thank you, because you make us feel there's this cold, dark spot where my heart used to be, and you make it warm. So thank you for that. I greatly appreciate it. Also, a quick thing, I'm going to mention it now specifically for the Twitch folks, but I believe this will come out appropriately so that... Oh, no, it's not. YouTube guys, you're going to hear about this late. Sorry. But yes, next week we will not be playing. So we're going to be doing Q&A on Twitch. We'll be live and hanging out with Weird and Atratus and myself, and not Songbird.
Not me. I'm hanging out with Mickey Mouse.
Yep. He's doing other magical stuff in the magical kingdom.
A magical adventure. And
so we have a spot in Discord for questions. It's literally the questions channel. Don't go in there asking or making discussion stuff. It's literally just Q&A questions for us to answer. Sure, let's try and keep it on the mage stuff, but if you're curious about other stuff, you're welcome to ask it.
We'll answer them.
I promise we will look at them. We may not answer them.
I'll answer them.
Yes. That said, yes, Songbird apparently is going to go through and possibly write up answers himself. And so that'll be up on our Patreon sometime shortly there after the Q&A stuff. So that'll be cool. And that'll mean I'll have an extra week of prep. So the following week, if I complain that I'm not prepared,
maybe just prep for a new campaign, because we're all going to die, apparently.
Yes, they are going to die, which brings us back to, after being warned by Sebastian, says, everybody that goes there dies. And then Alejandro, who goes, but everybody who goes there dies. The cabal is now ready.
I so have to see this place.
Right.
Yeah.
The cabal is, I believe, setting up camp out behind Alejandro's house. He doesn't take a lot of convincing. He's like, if you're gonna go do this, that's fine. And he's looking over the stuff. Some of it's still got tags on it, and he's like, I mean, not to be like completely, cruel or anything, but if you don't come back, I'll just resell it.
That seems fine.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Fair deal.
Okay.
It's just trash left in your yard at that point, right?
Right.
It's yours.
Okay. Well, best of luck. And at this point, we're pushing into early afternoon. And so I couldn't quite tell during the break, were you talking about we're going to stop and take some time before we go?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of prepare yourselves? Okay.
Would go in tomorrow morning-ish type of thing, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Logan, do you know anything to to prepare. But in the meantime, go ahead and let me know what you
Yeah,
guys
don't they
are-
have like their own wolf rituals they can do?
They do. He doesn't know many. That's more of an Alicia thing that he can help with.
Okay. She was doing the rituals and he was helping. Okay.
But
he just punches things.
He punches things and talks to spirits. Yep. Cool. So what was the plan? I know we had a couple different things that we were going to be doing.
I need to cast spells and then start setting up a summoning circle.
Sure.
Are we gonna? Can our shaman friend watch us do this without like breaking? Because he does magic, right?
Yep. Basically, as soon as you cross that threshold of, there is more to our reality than what we see on reality TV. Yes.
So he's essentially a sleepwalker.
He is essentially a sleepwalker.
Okay.
Also, very unlikely to ever actually awaken himself.
Yep.
Don't some of the people take issue with fallen magic like existing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Guardians and Arrow would, like, if somebody were running around literally throwing fireballs down the street, they would be very, very upset. Because
we're going to be nice to this guy because he's
nice. And notably, like, there's a big difference between like these folks who are, shaman and teachers and, intermediaries and mediums versus the guys who are being flashy and doing stuff that, like, if somebody else were to go learn, oh, hey, this magic, and they learn that, like, they're less likely to become a awaken themselves. And but I mean, there are some labyrinths that are set up this way, and that will, like, oh yeah, we're going to teach you real magic, and
eventually like, yeah, real magic.
Yeah. And it's, some of it is just fallen magic. All right. You got something queued up there, Chris? There it is.
Yep. All right. So this is knit.
Mm-hmm.
Reach for advanced duration and replicating a full night's rest.
Gotcha.
Which will essentially every 1 hour I will get 8 hours worth of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So rested.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And chance die on paradox.
Right. Nothing.
Cool. 3, 6, 11 dice.
Yep. And then the mana.
4 successes. Yep, that's mana. It's fine.
Okay.
Got lots. All right. And then I'm going to, while that's going, I am going to start carving out a summoning circle.
Okay.
I want to, like, with my dagger, with my dedicated mage tool, basically be carving the circle into the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote a bunch of notes.
This is a life magic, right?
What's up?
This is a life magic. I can help.
Help, because it's still, he's still doing a prime.
Help me
life.
set it up.
Right.
So I want to. I'm basically carving the symbol of a hippogriff into this circle.
A broom symbol.
Which is a Brahmo symbol, and like a fantastical beast, feels very in line with what I'm trying to summon.
Yep.
Into the circle, I want to collect some of the like branches and plants and stuff like that that are around.
Local flora.
And then set it on fire.
Okay.
I guess before this I would roll another spell up. I want to cast Control Weather. Basically the idea is to magically have rain put out this fire of the circle.
Okay. Where are we getting all that free reach from? Is that a Forces 1?
Huh?
Oh, never mind. I totally read that thing wrong. I was looking at a
Sorry.
weird spell.
No.
No, you're good.
Just queuing it up for later.
Right, I appreciate it. So control weather, is that 2? Yeah, control, of course.
Mhm.
Whoop. Oh, Craig scared me. All right, listen as examples. Yeah, so you would need a bit of reach because you're talking about, you know, clear day to. Well, you're not looking for like a torrential rain pour.
No, just like a soft autumn shower to put out the rain or
Gotcha.
to put out the fire.
And you're looking for in the next few hours or like.
Well, in this, it's instant if you don't use a reach.
Correct.
Okay, so I'll use a reach. That's fine.
Okay.
So do I need to use the 2 reach for drastic change or no?
No. Well, you're talking about going from, you know, balmy clear day to, you know, light rain kind of thing.
Okay.
You're not looking for a torrential downpour.
And yeah, I'll probably like a regular skill and then like -2 penalty for, you know, like the size of the circle, basically.
Mhm.
Like a personal rain cloud sort of thing.
Right. Get the Charlie Brown effect.
Mm-hmm.
And then while he's queuing that up, Weird, what do you got on? Because you've got 5 reach on this thing.
Yeah. I want to do warding gesture to cover everybody.
That is a good one.
1 to selectively exclude them from my spells. 2 to protect them from area spells. 1 for advanced duration, 1 for advanced scale.
What was the last reach that you commented?
Scale,
Advanced skill.
Oh, okay, right.
because I want to get all of us.
Do you need the -2 then on scale?
Oh, no, I don't.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
So 6 dice of paradox.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
Or do you have your dedicate magic tool or no?
I'll use using my
You should wave
dedicated
around the
magical
sword
tool.
for this.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely get the sword out.
4 dice of paradox.
and you
So
could-
that's take care of 2, so I'll spend 4 mana for the rest.
okay.
Don't you need that later? Or you can scour tonight and get 3 back.
I can scour tonight and get 3 back.
Or that'll be
Oh,
tomorrow, rather.
Wait, no, I'm still going to have 1. I can only spend 3 mana a turn, right?
So you just take a little bit longer to cast.
Oh, okay, sure. All right.
Mhm.
You're already taking multiple turns to cast with multiple yantras. So.
Right.
Yeah, this is true. Right. Okay.
Cool.
So that's 11.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. So no paradox, and both of you guys succeed.
Isn't it still a chance die for paradox? Or
Yeah, that was a
rolled it.
1d10.
oh, yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, because Songbird is behaving with 1 reach and 1 free
Mhm.
reach. So, and what was
Mhm.
that? That's the control weather.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So basically, as this circle and this like hippogriff symbol like lights up with like local brush and
Mhm.
and stuff like that, the rain starts like slowly putting it out.
Okay.
I figure that takes a while.
I mean, if
Um,
nothing else, the rain
Yeah.
coming in takes a couple hours.
So I want to use that as like a bathing ritual. Like I'm
the
bathing
cleansing?
in my own cleansing ritual. Yeah.
I dig it.
And then
If I help somehow, does that reduce
yeah.
it by 1?
but yeah, we
It
can
reduces the number of
see about that in a
successes
second.
needed, right?
I'm kind of like narrating all this stuff that I'm doing to set it up, and
Right,
let Drew
instead
tell
of
me
doing a
how.
roll.
Okay.
And then I want to do the preparing the ritual space
Mhm.
prime spell that I've got.
Give you some extra free rolls.
Yeah, and I want to weave some life magic into that too, because it's like perfecting, so life and prime perfecting. at the same time. So I kind of feel like out of the ashes, like a few little things start like sprouting up in the circle, and
I dig
like
it.
maybe some little like, you know, little mice, or I don't know if chinchillas live here, but if a couple chinchillas like came and like
Little king
hung out by the
rats.
circle, that'd be rad as fuck.
Sure. And you were doing this when? Basically building into
As
the
we-
evening?
Yeah, building into the evening.
Okay.
Because I don't need to sleep
Oh,
for
right.
the next day.
Mhm.
I get an hour of sleep, so I'm doing this through the night, basically.
Gotcha. Cool. So yeah, you guys are watching this as and you can go ahead and roll that.
From a distance, right? Because we don't want to interfere.
Well, I haven't started summoning yet.
No,
Right,
you
okay.
just can't
This
be there
is-
when the
this
actual
is-
summons happen.
Yeah, this
Sure.
is him setting.
Oh.
There you go.
I got 7 successes on my perfecting spell.
And that's the like setting up your
Mm-hmm.
area. Bonus potency.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So that would
So-
put it up to 5 extra.
Yeah.
In the meantime, while Songbird is going through this over hours prepping, Weird.
I think we're at like 3 or 4 hours already.
Weird, you cast your warning gesture on the group. Atratus, are you...
I-
Go ahead.
Just one. Would Jake mind or no, Logan mind if I included him in that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he,
I
like,
don't
he's not allowed to ask for help,
Mm-hmm.
more or less. What was that, Ash?
I don't think I have anything I really want to do.
Don't you have like a death ward or something?
I can ward our souls.
Yeah, no problem. And basically, while you guys are doing all this, Logan is inside chatting with Alejandro, who Alejandro has gone from like being very curious. What
Oh,
you
and
guys
actually,
do-
I do just have a straight up death ward.
Mhm.
Wards us from all death related powers.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, let's go shield.
And basically, they're exchanging notes on temperaments of spirits.
That's cool.
And things like that. And, you know, Logan has shifted back to his human form and, like, at one point or another, because I'm sure at this point, like, it's moved from, okay, you guys can stand in the backyard to, okay, well, yes, you can get some water from the sink and, you know, some stuff like that. And Jake and he are...
Logan?
Thank you. Yeah, Logan and Alejandro are, like, sitting in the living room going back and forth, talking about ways to appeal to different spirits and, you know, different things like that. And Logan's like, that's interesting. We don't have to go that route. We just like, if I'm upset at a spirit, I just yell at him. He's like, I wish it's not that easy, you know? And so there's definitely a bit of camaraderie as they compare notes and stuff like that. And mostly Logan is like, the mages are doing dumb stuff in the backyard. I'm going to keep this guy busy.
All right. I am ready
Yeah.
to start summoning.
We'll wait for Ash. Yep. Bingo. All right. So reach for scale, instant, and duration, I'm guessing.
Yeah, then I realized I don't actually need it for instant. I can just take an hour and do this.
Mhm.
So
Cool. So,
I won't be overreaching.
6 minus 2 for 9.
9.
Yep.
For duration, yeah.
Mhm.
9. And I'll just have to manually do an 8 again. 1, 8. So
Oh, no. I set those
We
up.
have
that's a 9 again.
I have 9 again and 8 again.
Is there?
Uh-huh.
Do you?
No, it's just 9 again.
Hang on. I may have, let's see here. 9 again.
Anyway,
All players.
I got 2 new rolls.
Aha! I didn't make it visible on everybody. Sorry. There we go.
1 more success.
Cool.
Good. 4.
Which you could then reroll
Oh, right, it's an
wait.
8. Okay.
because you get that one more. No. Okay. Cool.
So that's a duration long ghost shield on us.
So that's going to be. Oh, good lord.
Actually, can I overreach by 1? So I can get the +1 bonus.
That's fine.
So that's 1 paradox die.
If you're spending the mana for it,
Or I'll just use a mana, yeah.
Okay.
So I don't.
but it'll still be paradox. But
Yep.
it'll be a
Okay,
chance die.
well, didn't matter. So
Yeah,
we
so
were
long as you
protected
spent the
from
mana, it didn't matter.
ghosts' physical attacks, and any death-related powers.
Cool.
Ghostly pneumona influences manifestations, death spells, and any death-related powers of other supernatural creatures.
Brad.
Appropriate for where you're headed.
All right, y'all may want to go take a nap.
And
This is probably going to take me a while.
what rank are you calling for?
3.
Can you
I'll
wake us
wake
up
you
when
up.
you're done?
I'll wake
I want to
you up.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll
you
probably
you may hear
hear
it.
me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did the math.
Mhm.
I gave myself time for 4 hours of it being safe.
Oh wow. Okay.
I added 3 safety from the abyss,
Okay.
so that means plus 8,
Mm-hmm.
including my spell.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 extra free rolls, which will give me 11
Mm-hmm.
free rolls. Is that right?
I believe.
No, resolve plus composure. Fuck, I got rid of this.
Somebody. Resolve plus composure plus any successes. Yeah. So your resolve plus composure is what?
5.
Okay. So plus 8. 13 safe rolls.
Cool.
And you're aiming for how many?
23. Oh, wait, if I count my
23 successes and 13 rolls.
seems
Mhm.
good. That's before you, if you want to take off any for my set.
Okay, and that's what I was going to ask for. Yeah, I dig, especially when we were talking about life and some cyclical stuff there. Yeah, we'll easily take off 3. I think make it
Okay.
a nice round.
So even 20.
Mhm.
Cool. All right, and I can use willpower on each of these without actually dipping into my willpower.
Because each one takes an hour. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
So 10 dice. Here we fucking go. And I spent extra mana to make it like summon life.
Right.
So that's 2 mana for that. So here we go. 10 dice at a time. Okay.
10
8
dice.
successes.
8.
We're off to a good fucking start.
8 successes.
That's 12 total.
It's going to do this in like just a handful of hours. There
14.
we go. 14. 15.
Okay.
8,
4, 2,
4,
1.
2, 1. Don't
Yeah.
like the direction this is going. How are you getting negative successes?
Jesus Christ.
Started
16.
out so well.
There you go.
6.
There we go.
That's
Me
it.
too. Cool. And then
Do I get anything for 2 exceptional successes
no,
during
you
this
do not.
fucking
It's actually
shit?
one of the few that does not mention anything about
Ugh.
exceptional successes.
Does the spirit like me a little bit more?
I
I made the path nice and big for it.
Right. So yeah, you're calling out to a. Actually, we did not. Seraphim or cherubim?
Cherubim.
Okay, right. Oh, right, because you had to use
Prime in life.
Yep. Bum, bum, bum.
Rank 3. Here we fucking go.
So yeah, to remind those at home, these are beings these beings understand the raw power and potential of magic better than any other supernal entities, and understand nuance better than their seraphim cousins. They appear in a variety of forms, but usually glow with mana and have multiple eyes. Yep, we've been there. Some of them appear in animal forms like their biblical namesakes. Mages summon cherubim for advice on crafting grimoires, imbued items, domains, and other magical workings, as well as how to counter or alter long-standing spells. So yes, as you kind of finish this this summoning, there is it's not quite a rip or tear in space so much as like a twisting, like a vertical line, and it kind of turns. It's almost a Paper Mario-esque, if you will. And so you
shit.
And zoom, and just there is making your summoning circle look rather insignificant is this Norse-ish like ogre meets a treant kind of thing.
Oh,
An absolutely enormous hulking thing, and it has this great like tree beard, moss beard, Craig level beard, right? And it kind of looks down and smiles and kind of looks about, and then like immediately starts to look like very concerned, looking around in this area, and kind of looks down at you and says, "This is a bit exposed."
I can fix that. I'm gonna roll a like blanket invisibility,
I want to see it.
Okay.
like all over there, like a dome of invisibility over the area, like
What
the
would that
outsiders.
look like? It's not banned, so people would just see through it. Yeah,
like adaptive camouflage
sure.
over like an area.
Mhm.
Yeah. You tell me skill.
I mean,
Penalty.
if you're just throwing advanced skill at it, that'll cover it.
Okay. Cool. 3 successes.
Yeah. And so, yeah, very quickly you're like, oh yeah, my
Weaving
bad.
together some forces magic. Yeah, that's fair. We may have lost Craig.
No,
No,
I'm here.
he's here.
Oh, I got not good video from you.
Oh,
Oh.
gotcha. No, he looks fine on our end.
Okay.
But yeah, he kind of looks down and watches as you cast this spell and kind of nods and says, "Very well. What do you want?"
I am hoping to receive some help from you. My friends and I are about to embark upon something dangerous. And I thought that life in the face of death would help out a lot.
And like, yeah, for Weird and Logan and Alejandro, like you guys are hearing this guy's like booming voice. Like invisibility is absolutely terrific. This guy sounds like a mountain coming down. He's easily 10, 12 feet tall. Like he's looking at over Alejandro's house.
I'm gonna go outside.
Yeah, you can set them. And kind of looks down, kind of sniffs, looks like Logan kind of peeks out the window and like, nope. No. Like, could fight it, don't want to fight it. Yes, Craig?
I just lean over to Atratus like, is this how you talk to things you summon?
Well, I mean, Songbird hasn't said much. Just said needs life over death, I believe is what you're
Yeah, but
paraphrasing.
he uses phrases like hope and think, and which is like not how I would
Yeah.
talk to a fae.
That was fate. But he kind of looks
Really?
down.
Pretty sure I just talked to mine fairly
Pretty straightforward.
casually.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what help do you want?
I seek your boon.
All right, and for folks at home, let's see here, because these things.
Welcome to Science and Sorcery.
Let's see here.
Living mana.
Bum, 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 bum. I'm trying to remember where Supernal Ecologies. There they are. Gifts.
Page 40.
Go.
With PDF.
All right. But yes, living mana. The angel, our cherubim buddy, who looks not at all like an angel, may grant dots in any physical merit or create or cure a number of conditions, tilts related equal to its rank. So 3. It may mix and match these effects. A rank 3 angel may cure blinded, inflict arm rack, and grant a dot in a physical merit, for example. And so it kind of, looks you over and says, perhaps. Kind of looks down and I've been thinking about this trial. I'm not 100% sure on it.
I gave you I gave you plenty of heads up.
Yeah.
You can't deny me that.
Oh no, not at all. I've just been thinking over it, and yeah, actually, I think that's exactly what it's gonna do. And so it kind of leans in and says, "I will grant a boon, but you must give me a." Yeah. He says, "But you will give me your pride."
My pride.
Mm-hmm. And kind of looks over you and says, "Do you enjoy being admired for your beauty?"
Yeah.
Give that to me.
Okay.
He reaches down, places his hand more or less like over your face, like easily, and yeah, immediately grants you his boon. And you hear like this, you actually probably feel, tendrils of, vines kind of touching your face, just very lightly, kind of over your head. And you hear these, kind of whispered, words, this booming voice suddenly whispering in your ear, "What is it you want?" Kind of thing. So tell me what you're asking him for, and then please strike through striking looks.
Oh shit.
So is the boon permanent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want dots in martial arts.
Gotcha. I'm double checking because now I'm like, wait, hang on. Does
You
it
take
last
dots
forever?
in strength.
It's physical merits.
Yep, it does
Okay,
not
that was
actually
so.
give you attributes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah. Yeah. Take it and give up your striking looks.
All right.
Kind of draws his hand back. So you're taking what, 3 dots in martial arts?
Yeah.
Yep. Draws its hand back, and there's Songbird who. Well, I'm going to let you. You're not disfigured or anything at all. It's just the striking looks of that handsome, beautiful. Well, whatever. We'll just use beautiful in general terms.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Just look kind of plain now.
Just a little more plain, perhaps. That broken nose that had looked so roguish before from fights now just isn't quite as dashing and scoundrelly.
I'm probably still like normally good looking.
Yeah,
but not like I don't like have that like
the
absolute stand out in a crowd.
Right.
Yeah, stand out in a crowd. Kind of thing.
Yeah, like I said, this is the big difference between like really standing out, striking looks, and just being like, I look good.
Just, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hideous.
I had been going back and forth on whether or not, because and for those of you who, because you had how many dots in striking looks?
2.
Right. So he's giving up 2 dots in to pick up a 3rd. So I was like, I feel like this is fair.
Seems like a fair trade.
Yep. And then kind of sits back and like brings its hand down, and like there's a pool of water, and look.
Huh. That's gonna take some getting used to.
It's like, and then, the water is kind of like dumped onto the hippogriff, symbol. It says, "Yeah, it will, but
what?
Strength in arms now."
I thank you for your boon. What is your name?
I really should be more prepared because they always ask the names.
We always ask this.
Every NPC. What's that NPC's name? What that guard we just talked to? What was his name? I don't know. But actually, he gives you the same.
It's Boblin the Goblin.
Right. He gives you the same answer that Intersection says. Give me a name. kind of looks over to, Atratus and Weird, who are like, kind of just watching from the corners.
I like look over to Travis. Hush. None of your fucking Tolkien shit.
The last
You're
one was
in my
great.
mind.
So he's like a ogre or an Eden, but like
Yeah.
made out of trees.
Yeah.
He's an ant.
Yes. He's very, very much an ent, but
Yeah.
not quite. Not quite as tree-y. Lots of bark. Lots of, there are like squirrels skittering around him, and
Heart of the forest.
very well. You may call me that.
Man, this is so fucking cool.
Behind you, like you hear the back door for Alejandro's house like opening, and like Logan is peering out, and Alejandro like Scooby-Dooing, looking out like, what
What's up,
is
yo?
this? And Heart of the Forest is not a thing. Kind of looks back and
Scatter. Go away.
He doesn't want you here.
We're doing made shit.
like that small one is
A liar?
yeah.
I felt the same way.
Rude.
Would you assist me in casting a spell on my friends?
Very well.
It's time to cast Super Honing the Form.
Yep. And so he is rolling. I'm going to double check, but his power plus the finesse, I believe.
Life 3. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess they just have stats.
Yep. Let's see here. Numina. It's just before Numina, I think. Or maybe not. Where? Supernal Beings. They roll power plus finesse. Infinite free reach, but can't do anything for paradox.
That's fine.
So are you going to be provoking paradox
Almost
with the spell?
certainly.
Okay. So
But I'm going to contain it all.
well, that's fine.
Dangerous when the summoning's going on, though. That's all.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here. So you're having it. Well, because you're thinking teamwork, ritual spell type stuff.
Mhm.
Because I need to double check, but I'm pretty sure each person is responsible for,
Their own paradox.
right. Which I need to double check. Where's teamwork at? Yep. Must have the dots. Yep. Any secondary caster, blah, blah, blah. Each participant must roll for paradox separately.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I would not do that to
Yeah.
him then.
So in that case, I think maybe we retcon you even asking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Because I know you still want that spell. So
Yeah.
cool. So he kind of, nods, and I think at that point, he's probably, kind of wanders back to the supernal.
Yep.
Cool.
Just a slow sort of creak down into it.
Nope. That
Yeah.
same little, fade, twisting in space.
This is not what I expected you to do, but I really like it.
Yeah. You've wrestled too many things.
No, I mean, I wasn't expecting like a plant-based life form. I figured a lot more of like a animal.
Mhm.
I was picturing like a jaguar or something, like crawling up out of a den in the summoning circle or something.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Nope.
Yeah. I should GM something sometime.
Maybe. Okay, so
All right, let me punch up this fucking spell.
Yep. And spend a bunch of mana if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Well, if he's not here, I don't have to worry about containing as much.
That's true.
I have to spend, I think, two mana. Yep. Okay. 5 for each. 1 free. 3. I am taking a full long ass ritual for this.
Okay.
Like max the fuck out.
So I think that's 3.
Plus 5.
Is it 5?
Mm-hmm. Also, this is almost certainly going to fuck this area up with my Nimbus.
Oh, I have no doubt.
Yeah.
Can Chief scrub that?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
You don't want to leave your Nimbus all over Alejandra's house.
All right.
All
And
right,
penalties.
So reaches for duration, scale, split 2 for splitting attributes, and then 1 for going above trait maximum.
Okay.
Let me spend some mana here real fast. So that's 8 dice pool. 2 is coming off from my dedicated magical tool.
Let's see here. I'm actually double checking the initial. Okay, cool. Extend time after Yantras is -6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So we're fine there. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, we have 7, I believe.
I have 7 what?
Your dice pool is 7? Is that
Oh,
right?
I hadn't got there. I was doing Paradox first.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. How much?
So 6. I'm going to spend 2 mana and drop it down to 4.
Okay.
Nothing. Hell yeah.
Nothing.
Get the fuck out of here.
4 Paradox dice.
Fuck Paradox.
Yeah.
Fuck Dax of Hubris. I got this shit. I'm the best mage.
Famous last words.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. So go ahead and roll
All right.
them.
So
7.
is that what we got to?
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm just doing 7. Okay, cool. 4 successes. Come on.
All
Give me
right.
one more.
Yep. Sorry. Don't get the mana refund. So you,
All
Atrinus, Weird, and Logan
And
now
Logan.
have
4 extra stamina, 2 extra dex, 2 extra strength.
And we can go above 5, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Sweet. I've got stamina 7. How do I change? How do I
Well,
make
you
that
cannot
You
7?
can
go
do
over
bonus
5
health
settings.
levels
Yeah, you just give yourself bonus health.
on the settings page.
2 dex and 2 what?
2 strength, 2 dex, 4 stamina.
I've got so many hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And with that, I think the evening
The sun's
ends.
definitely coming up by then.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Or is
'cause you
like
spent 5 hours.
The summoning
I guess
took
it's probably like 3 in the morning.
Summoning
or so.
took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I scrolled too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6 hours.
6, 7 hours.
Yeah. No,
No, 6 hours. Yep.
6. The 6 was the finish of it.
Mhm. So 6 hours. So yeah, it's morning.
It's morning now.
Yeah. And Alejandro, is willing to give you guys breakfast so that you do not have to dig into your, frickin' Cliff Bars or ready to eat MREs or whatever. And Logan is like, let's go, guys. He's ready. Like all this stuff is like, okay, this is silly. Let's do this.
He's also just like physically a god right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's still in a human form, but yes, if he goes Garu form, it gonna be.
I mean,
it's
doesn't
gonna
he
be
have
dumb.
6 strength normally?
No, that's just
No.
what he's.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta remember.
Wait, you said he's got.
You said he had 6 when they were.
I
right?
mentioned it. That was Jake. I was looking at the wrong character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah, Logan has 4 strength normally, and then in Dalu form has
A lot.
just 5 actually. In Dalu. Yep.
Well, now he's got 9.
Yeah. So he you guys kind of gather your stuff. Do you pack up your tent, or you just gonna leave it here?
Just leave it there, I think.
Cool.
Seems fine.
So
Yeah, because if we don't come back,
It's his, right? We made
I
this
mean,
deal.
yeah, like we'll come back to check in, but like that tent's not leaving this place. I
Give
don't
him
think.
the stuff, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So Alejandro kind of like waves as you guys basically walk from the back of his house, and you actually find very, very quickly that there is a path that winds up. There's no railing or anything like that, but yeah, you make your way up into the effectively like barren, lifeless, dirt of Tucume. It's a short ways to get up to where you can see stuff, and it's a pain in the butt to walk. A lot of this stuff is kind of very loose dirt that as you step on it, kind of slides beneath your feet, and there's all sorts of hillocks and
I don't think any of us trip.
no, probably not. No, not with that dex. And yeah, you guys kind of make your way in towards the center, which is more or less that kind of spot on the map that seemed wrong.
Seemed to be missing.
And you guys can see, there's the larger, step pyramid. Of course, at this point, is massively worn down and away. And that's kind of at the center of the place. It seems to have everything kind of arranged around it. Logan has he's got the big fireman jacket that you remember him having before, and is literally just carrying the axe just in his hand. There's
Openly,
no bag. Yeah. And he's, at first he's like, okay, I'm just going to follow the mages. And then eventually okay, hang on. And kind of takes a, step out forward, and he's like, well, that was the spirits. And they were rude and loud and obnoxious, but Alejandro was good there. I'm gonna have to send him a gift basket because some of those are ugly little spirits. But as he kind of leads, and he's
At the word ugly, I look down.
But no, he kind of looks around, and you guys are trekking for a bit, and you can spot as you get a little bit in, you can kind of make out roads between stuff, these kind of pathways between ruined and fallen kind of structures and stuff like that. And he's looking around, he's like, all right, this is going to sound weird, but I don't smell anything. Thank you. I don't smell anything. I barely hear anything. And I'm talking I can hear the town, but there's no rodents. I'm not hearing anything up in the sky. This place is pretty devoid of life.
Can I cast Web of Life and see if there's anything?
Sure, absolutely.
Spell. Just need 1, I think.
Yeah, you'll want scale.
All right, 2.
Okay. And then your scale is going to determine how wide out you're casting. If you've got advanced scale, you've got large house, and small warehouse, large warehouse, small factory. City block would cover, the large area. Campus would get you almost half.
Jesus.
Right, because like I said,
How many-
this is a city.
How many minuses to get like a city block size?
-8.
It's 8. That's too many.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just do -2. Like that's like a house size, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a large house. It's like the Puck building. Are you specifying a range of life that you care
Not
about?
like microbes. Like I
Okay.
want
Insects or
invisible living
larger?
things.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like, is there anything alive here? Is what I'm trying to reach. Because if he's telling me no,
Cool.
and I am overreaching by 1.
Oh, right. Are you going to set
So 8.
mana?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing happens, so you've got 9, 10, 8. Cool. And you don't care about doing, duration because you're just doing your little ping. And just whoomp, and like everything larger than insects that should nothing.
Okay.
No termites, no little ants, no little caterpillars, scorpions.
Yeah, it's dead.
It's like, yeah. I mean, it's like some folks told us that everything that comes here dies.
Do I see anything with Death Mage sight?
Yeah, you wham. Nothing comes. Actually, you would probably. Well, that would be an active magic. Okay, yeah. So there's definitely a magical effect. And it's kind of weird because you're used to seeing magical arcana stuff has usually a very clear delineating line. It's either affected or it's not affected. You don't tend to see a lot of hazy barriers. There is something that is over this area, and it's this kind of gray-black dome. It's centered somewhere over there, and it extends almost out to the edge, and then it kind of fades off. What that effect is, you don't know, other than it seems to be pervasive.
Can I scrutinize it and try to find out what it is?
Absolutely can. Has an opacity of 4.
Gnosis and Death.
Correct. Two.
0. Okay, so that's the first level cleared.
Mm-hmm. Down to 3. Cool.
Down to 2. And I've got 2 more safe rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Down to 1.
Okay. All right, and then just reveal. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Without using mana. So yeah, as you look over, this basically it is a oppressive force that literally you think that if you guys hang out here long enough, this thing will just start to drain away. Like it feels like it will sap away your soul and then your body.
Okay, well, I don't have to do Clash of Wills if it's a death spell.
Correct.
But
arcane beat for the revealing.
Oh yes, definitely an arcane beat for that. 100%. But yeah, the other
is
thing
it awakened magic?
It is awakened magic. There is no nimbus associated with it.
You should tell me that it's awakened magic.
yeah, I mean, I'm going to tell you everything I can tell about it.
But beyond that, its duration is
infinite.
Lasting. Like, it's not an indefinite thing. This thing is just here.
Yeah.
You know what else is lasting? Supernal Desperation.
Good luck.
I'm thinking that since there is no Nimbus, this is possibly what the Grimoire does. Because it doesn't appear to have been cast by anyone.
Person. Right.
Yeah. So, we're temporarily safe. Shielded. We should probably still not stay here super long.
But people die after they leave this field, right?
Yes.
Can I scrutinize?
Sure. What are you scrutinizing with?
Fate.
Okay.
So I've got 6 rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna take a while.
As you put on Death Sight to see it.
Well, he's using fate. There is,
Oh, you can see something with any mage sight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm down to 3.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go.
2. Last safe roll.
Okay.
That's down to 1.
No, it's at 1.
Mm-hmm.
You gambling?
I'm gonna gamble.
Okay.
You've got everything you need out of it already, right? I'm gonna put a willpower into it.
Okay. Did you
Now
need
the
that
reveal?
willpower? Oh, did not. Yes. Go ahead and reveal.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah,
So does it bestow like a curse that it comes that it relieves a lingering effect?
You're not 100% because this is very in death magic, but your interpretation from the fate side is you have like the supernal ideal of scissors cutting a thread.
Okay.
Like it is very dramatically like whatever this thing is, like it just cuts people's lives short.
All right. So I'll reveal that to, like, it doesn't just drain you while you're in here. It actually like cuts your lifelines short.
I'm hearing 2 very good reasons I should get this the fuck out of here.
If you can. I mean, if it's something that the grimoire itself is doing, will that work? I mean, you can try. Definitely go ahead, but...
I mean, if it's a lasting effect and it's awakened magic, Songbird can turn on his mage sight and fucking see something is there enough to target it.
Mm-hmm. So you're
before he does that, how strong is it? Like, is my shield going to be strong enough to protect us?
I mean, it's always going to be a clash of wills.
Yeah, I know that, but like,
so
what is it rolling for its dice for its clash of wills?
You have no idea.
Oh, okay. For the death spell?
All right, so I put +6 potency on this. I'm rolling 6 dice.
Okay.
I've got a 2 dice paradox pool.
Okay. And your reach is instant, lasting,
and lasting dispellation.
Oh, right, because that one's 2 reach. Okay. Sorry, how many dice are we rolling for paradox?
2.
2. I must put 1. Okay, so roll your wisdom saves. There you go. No problem. Just take 1 bashing wound, which is...
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah, but it's not going anywhere anytime.
Sure. I mean, it's going somewhere in 15 minutes, but...
Yep. Normal speed.
All right, 6 dice. Here we go. Big old dispel. 3 successes.
Cool. So you watch as... because all 3 of you, like, Logan is not sure, but you guys are over here chanting and stuff, and he's like, okay, they're doing mage shit. I'm just going to keep an eye out for the big bad. And you guys all watch as this massive dome just winks away. And then a heartbeat later.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You feel it wash over you. Mm-hmm.
So it's bigger than it was before? I thought we were standing on the outside of it.
No,
we were inside it already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Notably, the one thing I will give you is you guys mage sight on and all watched as it appeared from an origin point.
I mean, I already knew where the origin was, because I saw the center of it.
You had like it's over there ish. But now you're like, oh,
it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is fucky and I don't like it.
It's a mystery.
We're going to collect a death grimoire. We know the mind version blows up brains. This is
Yeah.
reasonable.
I don't know, it's a death grimoire.
I'm tempted to just, and I say this out loud, I'm tempted to just walk in and see if my shield is strong enough.
I mean,
I
like
mean,
I
we're
said,
already
you
We're
guys
inside
are,
already in.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're already in? I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, because you
We're
guys
already
had,
inside the shield.
yeah, you guys had you hadn't mentioned turning on Mage Sight before walking in, so
All right, well, I'm going to cast another spell
okay.
on me, Logan, and Weird
Mm-hmm.
to get some
Words and signs.
words and signs.
Sure.
I have calculated this before,
Mm-hmm.
that I can do it on 7 dice with a willpower
Mhm.
at potency 5.
Mhm.
Okay. To save us all some time there. There's one success.
One success.
Hot
It
diggity
worked.
damn.
Sure. So yeah, you guys, you put ward up on yourself, which, by the way, you have how many active spells currently now?
I currently have...
Mutable Mask. Knit.
No.
No?
I have not had Mutable Mask on. I
Okay.
couldn't have had it on the plane. I've never...
You couldn't
I've
have had
been
it on the plane?
Songbird.
No, because he
No.
has a passport.
Oh,
Because
right.
I have the
Yeah,
fucking
absolutely.
passport and
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
That's right. I'm used to
Uh,
you being magic stuff and just being... Okay, so yeah, so Knit, is that still up?
No.
Okay, so honing the form in this then. Okay,
Yep.
cool. Just double checking.
Okay, and it was just to keep you awake while you were summoning.
I wondered why you hadn't put more potency. Now it makes sense. So yeah, you shield each other. At this point, you guys are loaded up on shields. Go shield, warding
Oh, yeah.
gesture, and
Yeah.
words and signs.
So,
Words and
Was there-
signs, helpfully, is actually will reduce potency of things trying to affect us.
so was there a clash of wills as we walked into the...
Nope.
All right, let's fucking walk that way.
Okay.
I mean, what I got when I scrutinized it was that this will drain you eventually, but right now it's not doing anything.
Correct.
It hasn't. The longer we're here, it'll start affecting
So the longer
us.
we stand here, the less we're going to do.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
away Songbird
So let's
goes.
go.
Let's follow Hasty Songbird.
Yeah. But yeah, and Logan is like, and we're moving again. Okay. He's like,
And
like,
just to be
something
clear,
is
I
like-
would know when if a clash of will is,
Yes,
is
you
triggered,
will.
right?
Yes,
Okay,
you'll
good.
know when it happens.
yeah, which you should definitely take as like, okay, nothing has happened yet, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But yeah, you guys make your way forward to the origin point because all three of you saw it. Tridus for sure did, and you guys are making your way there, and it's off from the big main centerpiece. Kind of deviate that way a little bit, and as you're approaching it, actually, Tridus and Weird, you will probably recognize the effect. Seeing it, there is a kind of shimmer to the air, similar to Ban that you had seen before with the Hallow in the park.
Yeah.
And that seems to be the origin point. There's just this spot. All three of you are able to see there's this space magic over this origin point.
Do you want to spell that one? Or do we want to just walk into it?
I don't just want to walk into it.
Yeah, and you do know Ban would potentially just put you on the other side.
Or potentially put you somewhere very bad.
Correct.
Can
So
I
just go ahead.
scrutinize a spell?
Mhm.
The ban?
Yeah. Now the problem is you're not going to have you're really not going to get much because it is space and you don't have space.
Well, no, but what I'm looking for is there's back in PA, for example, there was a way to get through the teleport without triggering, and that's what I'm looking for, ways to fool that
Oh,
using fate.
gotcha.
So that's what I'm looking for, ways to
Well,
to
I mean,
bypass-
you literally with fate can just you don't have to scrutinize. You
change
can
the-
literally just cast the spell to do so. I think it's actually
Okay.
wording gesture. What are you casting there, Chris?
I was going to dispel it for a few seconds and watch and see what happened and what we could see.
Oh, okay. If you guys can do this at the same time, basically, or
There's nothing alive
Communicate.
here. Is there any ghosts here?
you have not picked up like the
Nothing.
your Moro's sense has not.
Yeah. My
3
ghost sense isn't
successes.
tingling.
Right.
So it goes down for 2 steps on the regular duration.
So 2 rounds.
So
So
3 rounds.
oh yeah, 2 steps. Yeah. So yeah. Whoop, it goes away. And you can see a stairwell that looks like where everything else has got dust and accumulation and stuff. This is like right up to the edge of the spell. Like there's dust, dirt and stuff right up to it, and then all of a sudden it just drops. And then down below, in kind of like almost a small well, is this very, very clean, smooth stone and a stairwell that leads down, and you're like, whoop, and all of a sudden it's just gone again.
Cool.
Unless somebody decides in those 6 seconds to step forward into that circle.
Nope.
Yeah, so Craig, Weird can definitely be like, we are able to pass this.
Yeah, so we're going to do that. What spell is that?
I'll pull it up.
You did it to get into Mammon's apartment, yeah?
Correct. I'm pretty sure it was warding gesture. Yes, this spell has no effect on
No, Fabricate Fortune. I think this spell can be used to trick conditional duration spells or spells with conditional triggers. So Fabricate Fortune, Fate 2.
Yep, that's the one.
That should be pretty straightforward. I just need instant cast, advanced duration. And it's just on the it's just on the border, right?
And it's what do you mean? What's on the border?
Like there's an area. It's just the border. Like if I don't need to have like an extended duration.
You just need to have it long enough to step through it.
Right. Yeah. So like if the duration fails while we're through, it's not going to pop us out or something.
Correct. Because at that point you will be in the ban.
Okay. It's on a Clash of Wills. I can just do that, right? I don't need extra potency.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I just threw it up there quick, but it's going to be 5 for my extra bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
So 11.
Yep.
Jesus.
11 dice, 7
successes.
I'm gonna take condition.
All right. I will think on that.
Or you can just give me the arcane beat now.
Yeah, like I said, I'm thinking on it. That may be where we go. But yeah, so voomp, it's gone again, right. And Logan leans over and goes, "Okay." Well, actually, no, it's not gone again.
We can just walk through it.
We can just come on, we can go.
Logan, hold my hand.
Logan's like, "Yeah, sure, buddy," and watches as
try not to fall down the invisible stairwell that we know is here now.
Right. And Weird, and then Detratus, and then Songbird, and of course, us as the viewers watch as Logan's eyes go wide as Songbird's arm just disappears through this veil. He's like, I saw this in Stargate. And steps through, and you guys are standing, and it's a fairly large space. You guys are standing around this stairwell comfortably. The stairwell itself probably could have Songbird and Logan walk side by side down it. The stone has this, it's clearly worked stone, but it has a kind of sheen to it, like you would see on. Yeah.
I want to look at this one with matter eyes.
Okay. It has that sheen and almost reflective quality you would see on gemstones or. It's beyond marble. Like marble gets smooth and has that kind of reflective quality. This has got more of a crystal diamond, kind of effect to it. But
I guess it would be a scrutinize.
If it is a mystery, if it is a thing you are not sure about what it is, yes, you can scrutinize. You can scrutinize people. You can scrutinize places.
What's its opacity?
2, actually.
Oh, okay.
The Tratus just like
Okay.
stops in the way, and Songbird's like,
It's like, that looks
Well,
neat.
okay.
Stare.
Technically, that took her 3 seconds. Or
Yeah.
9 seconds.
I mean, we're
So-
walking in, so
that's
yeah.
true.
Let's use 2, so it's revealed now. Yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
Okay.
And
What
so
is it?
looking, I want you to roll an intelligence plus occult
Mhm.
or intellect. What is it? Intelligence?
Intelligence.
Okay.
Intelligence, yeah.
0.
Okay. Cool. That's fine. You have not heard of this stuff, but you recognize this, and you're like, "This is stone?" Question mark. Like this looks like the local stone from here, but something has been done to this, and especially as you scrutinize it, you go, "I could not affect this with matter at all."
I'd like to. Do you tell us this?
Yeah. Like, it's not
I'm gonna
perfected
take
stone,
my
is it?
dagger and try and like
the one that can cut through anything.
chip off a little bit.
Sure, yeah. Ciderite dagger, bing.
Doesn't do anything.
Not a thing.
Fuck.
I
Is
will
this
say
like-
that, especially after you guys are seeing this, and you're going to go ahead and roll intelligence plus occult as well to see if you guys have heard about this stuff. Actually, I'm going to give you both -1s on this because you are not Mysterium.
Dude,
folks.
come on.
I know, sorry.
Because why?
Hugs for Songbird.
You're not Mysterium Matter Mages.
And I know this is stuff that Atratus may have looked into, and that's why I even gave her a roll.
I'm gonna use a fucking
Yeah.
willpower.
I considered it, but then I didn't.
Yeah.
So I love this. Atratus is like zoned in on this, and I think we're gonna
Dude,
say,
it's just fucking.
well, and Atratus, this is like supernally magically super interesting. Like, and I think that's what we're gonna be like. It didn't click, maybe. But yeah, both of you guys have heard of this. Actually, I 100% believe Weird probably did because of her interest in lost grimoires and stuff like that. This is Adamus, which is a material that shows up in Atlantean tombs and temples.
Oh,
Cool.
fucking A.
Nobody
Hey,
has ever been able to duplicate it. They can duplicate, like, through multiple spells, they can duplicate the total effect and create something that has the same effects, but it is not Adamus. And they've never found a single spell that could do it all at once. It's absolutely immune to all magic. You cannot influence it. You cannot affect it. And it is a sure sign of something that came from the time of before, or before time, or whatever they say it is in the book. It's an
Right, okay.
Atlantean temple, kids.
So arms out, I'm
Uh,
like, we're in an Atlantean.
Well, you're
yeah.
standing looking at a stairwell. But
Yeah,
yes.
Hey, Logan, do you believe in Atlantis?
Sure, bud.
It's a yes or no
May
question.
Partially be inside of it now.
Atlantis is in fucking Peru?
Atlantis is
It's everywhere.
It's
kind of
everywhere.
everywhere.
Nowhere.
Little places here and there.
And I love all three of you giving me various different answers, and he's going,
It's
The
everywhere,
fuck?
nowhere, and every
wasn't,
time.
is,
and
will be. Yeah.
All right. Songbird pulls out his phone.
Mhm. Which does not,
And
is, it
doesn't
is
work.
off.
It's off.
It is
It doesn't
off.
work here. Yeah.
Yeah, it is not no signal. It
Completely.
is off.
This is so cool. Okay. Mage side up, I'm go down the stairs like with almost like a sense of reverence.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out a notepad and just start taking notes. like-
So yeah, you guys start to make your way.
Is there a combination of like camera obscura and like forces ruling that I can make my phone work?
Work to what end?
I to fucking videograph this.
Gotcha. No.
No.
And this is that's something.
Like we can even say like I try a couple things on it and like sit there.
I
like,
mean, you
turn the
you
fuck
can
on, you mother.
you can definitely attempt. That said, especially since you guys know Adamus, it's a fairly well known thing that at the presence of Atlantean tombs, like a lot of modern tech doesn't work. Actually, legitimately, that was your first clue way back with
Mhm.
with Sebastian.
So time, like I got my research up. What am I seeing from time for
I mean,
going into this?
At this point, like it is what it is. But now if you, and again, this is stuff that you already know. If you were like at this point, if you found Adamas, you know that this is like a temple. Like there's no.
Right, but I've
question
never
of it.
actually been in an Atlantean
Sure,
room
no,
before, so
neither.
like I know what the stories. Like you can carbon date an Atlantean tomb, and
Yep.
it's 10 years old and 10 million years old at the same time.
Yep. But
I want to see what that effect looks like as I'm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know necessarily. I think it almost looks cyclical. You know, time coming back on itself instead of moving in a straight line. It is.
It's a little jam and bear me, dude. It's all good.
Yeah.
Very good. So we're going to go down?
Fucking.
Let's...
I'll take points.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. You guys start your, and it's I said stairwell. It's more of a ramp. It's just this slow, and it.
It's like a big circle or winding around the edge.
Mm-hmm, right.
Okay.
Are we like an open edge or like a tunnel?
It descends into a tunnel. Actually, basically you start moving down. It starts to curve, and as basically your heads have to clear and under this thing, and then it starts to get out wider. And as you get under basically that overhang, because you're basically almost walking right into this thing, you can look out, and it spreads wide, and you're along the edge. And at first, it's just like darkness. You've got a little sunlight coming through and stuff like that. And as you're walking, like, just suddenly is this deep purple light, and you can see like sconces on the walls that have like flames on them, but this is unlike any like there's no, like, you walk near one and they have these black flames edged with like purple and pink that is giving off this light. As you get close, there's absolutely no heat from them. There's no smell to them, but they are constantly, flickering like, flames do.
Can we roll into cult to see if we recognize this?
Sure.
I'm gonna throw just a quick forces to try and like
Interact
mess with the
it.
flame.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just go
I
ahead
got
and roll.
forces on like, do I?
Like
No.
this. Yeah. I mean, well, what are you trying to recognize? The torch, the light, the
fire, the type of weird purple fire.
I haven't ever heard of anything like this. Songbird, as you mess, like, it interacts like normal fire. Like, so you can, make it a little brighter, little, larger, something like that.
All right, and these are like like torches in a sconce.
Yep.
Or okay.
Yeah.
You can
All right,
take one.
I'm gonna grab one then.
Okay. Yeah. Pull it free. And it's lighting the way.
This is helpful to have.
Yep. And there's
Keeping Mage set up for scene as a willpower or mana?
Mana, I thought.
Yes.
Mana?
Yeah.
Mana?
it's
I thought it was a willpower.
Willpower?
It's mana to add other things in. It's a willpower to keep it up.
So I'll spend the mana to keep death going too.
Okay.
This is too cool.
Yep, willpower. Yeah, that said, like, there's no active magic that you can see here. But yeah, you make this long loop. You cannot see anything inside. You can basically see other sconces. Do the rest of you guys grab torches? Do you encourage Logan to grab a torch?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's tall.
Okay. Yeah, so you all grab torches, and you have your little, Fellowship of the Rings walk down into Moria. And yeah, the light that you
I said no Tolkien, Atreides.
Right. The light that you can see, though, is only on the edge. There's this big gap.
Just a big empty pit.
Easily 100 yards. football field, and so you're walking around down, and now you're across from where you had been, kind of thing, down, and like there's nothing until you can look up and you can see this little point of light where you had come in.
We'll roll another spell just for a few seconds of being able to see everything.
Oh, okay, night vision.
Oh, you're seeing the dark spell.
Yeah, night vision.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Cool. So you now eyes, kind of blink, and yeah, you can see it continues down, like, and there's nothing in that open air, and down onto a floor, and then a large double door, carved with. Oh, excuse me, I completely. The wall that you were walking alongside is carved very, very much in the same style of the Tucume pyramid stuff that you'd seen in the museum, but a lot of the icons and
It's the
stuff
real
like that.
version. It's
It's
the real version.
not. I don't necessarily know that it would be the real version, but it is like the stuff that is on there. Like you recognize some actual. Well, actually, one of the things that you recognize is like the Pentacle Order, which is like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. Except that the Diamond Order and then the Pentacle with the Free Council didn't happen until like the 1400s.
Yeah.
Like there was no Pentacle Order.
The fuck is going on?
Yeah, like
here?
the Atlantean stuff is like the Diamond Order. So you have
It's
stuff
every
like
time
that.
and no time.
Right. And as you continue down, you see symbols of seer, exarch stuff. There's an eye. There's a big, the seer throne, symbols of the hegemony, all sorts of stuff like that. Symbols of the various arcanas and stuff like that. And it's all mixed together in kind of just a pattern. It's a repeating pattern. And then you kind of make your way down to the stone floor, which is, again, all this stuff looks like local natural stone, same kind of stuff that all the other things were built out of. And then there is this big double door with Incan figures that from your time over at the museum you recognize as Supe, the god of death, or the demons.
Mage side, what do I see on the door? Is it trapped or warded or?
Nope. We'll just have to leave that for next time.
We're going dungeon crawling.
I want my last arcane beat.
Yeah, it is. This is dungeon crawling. And looking up, you guys are 200-300 feet.
Jesus.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a walk down. Logan is not happy. This will be good stuff.
We're D&D now.
Yep, we're D&D now. And we will continue next week. Oh wait, we won't, because Chris is a jerk. This isn't my fault. I was seriously thinking, I was like, I wonder, can we just do a completely filler episode? Nope. The cliffhangers return. I have been so good about those, but no, this one was pretty good. So yes, thank you folks at home for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. It is a lot of fun to share this stuff with you. And now you legitimately, even you guys on YouTube who might be watching this a little bit late,
You'll be caught up.
Yeah, you'll be able to catch up.
Next time on Twitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can come watch this on Twitch by the time this, if you're finishing this episode on YouTube, we will be live the
3
next
days from now.
Friday. And so you can come join us live. So I thought that this was a nice little setup. But it does also mean that there will be actually, you won't see this on Tuesday because it'll probably show up on Friday. But yeah, this way you have a chance to catch up if you've been behind. So come join us on YouTube. Come join us on Discord. Post comments on YouTube. Let us know what you think is in there. I may again steal some of your ideas. I've got 2 weeks to prep. I had the key points because obviously we know a grimoire is in here. Though of course that's going to beg the question: why is the grimoire in here? How did the grimoire get in here? How did this grimoire that was a match to a Mesopotamian one? And so many questions! I'm so excited.
It's a mystery.
Yep. So this I don't know how long we'll be in here. I don't know if anybody will survive. I'm super excited. This is some good stuff. So yes.
Only Drew's favorite character will live.
Logan. I'm so glad you brought a character for me to play while you guys are doing all this stuff.
Right.
So yes, come join us on Discord and stuff like that. I will be playing Deviant on Sunday. So those of you who are watching this live on Twitch, you can come join us then. Same
Oh,
place.
what time? People are asking.
Oh, it's on the pre-roll, so you can check. I believe it's 2 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, it is on the pre-roll, so you can check that because that'll loop
If you join our Discord, we have an announcement channel, and part of that is it'll notify you every time Onyx Path goes live with any sort of content.
Yep.
Which is cool because that's how you get to watch Changeling today, or was that yesterday?
Changeling was yesterday, I believe.
Yesterday,
Which
yeah,
just started.
and the Scion show.
Yes, which they just finished. I was wrong. They didn't finish their whole campaign. They finished their first arc. They finished their first season. So, yeah, good stuff everywhere. And then, yes, definitely check out the Kickstarters for Scarred Lands Creature Compendium and Deviant, which I will be playing on Sunday. And then the Sunday after that. So you'll actually see what I act like as a player. Join us at...
Super annoying.
Listen. Dark Jedi, and like you could totally be great Jedi. Okay,
He's only got one. He's literally only got one character.
I've got one character. But join us on the.staylucky.club to support us on Patreon. That goes towards everything that you see on this show, and eventually we'll have a video guy or gal to help me out, and I may do additional videos or do prep, or I've thought about. Maybe would people be interested if I put this stuff on PDF and put it somewhere so people could have access to the New York Concilium as a setting at Storyteller's
Cool.
Vault? I don't know. I might do that. I don't know. I might have some
New
free
York
time.
by Twilight.
Huh?
What do they? I know the vampire stuff is like Chicago by Night or whatever. What is the mage stuff? Oh, Unveiled. Like Boston Unveiled is one of them.
So yeah, this would be New York Unveiled, I guess. So yeah, a lot of interesting stuff if Patreon continues to grow, which it is. You know, we're in no rush.
We love you all.
Yes, thank you guys
Very much.
and we will see
Thank
you next time for our Q&A.
2 weeks from now.
Stay lucky.